here will be out of the campus for the first time for the
Yes.
player. So this is the first time the player will be able to use his power when he wants. He can do before, but there is no so many interaction and puzzles. Here there is we really wanted to have a lot of different things to do, talk with people, use the power just to see fun stuff.
But we use this kind of environment for the players who like to take their time and just to talk to characters, to look around. It really gives a sense of presence to Max, to the world.
The important aspect of the game is really to give some rewards to the player who want to do that and want to take his time. So with this kind of sequences, for example, we give what we call a reward, but in fact it's just new element of the game. For example, here you will have new layer of music. You can hear some new layer of music. You will have all those camera shots that you can't have inside the classic walkthrough and classic gameplay in third person. So this kind of beautiful shots you have only because you have chosen to take your time and to sit on the fountain. So the music, the shots, and of course the voiceover of Max also at the beginning. We hear what Max is thinking just here. So this kind of rewards will push, we think, the player to do that again and again. So this is really something we wanted to have.
In this game, it's always feeling a bit like what Max is feeling, and it was we really wanted to focus on those moments. It was really capturing the moment when you can really take your time to reflect on yourself, and that's what Max is doing in those scenes. That's something that not a lot of games are doing, to let the player take his time, because in a lot of games it's just like you need to go forward, you need to go to this checkpoint, you need to do this and this.
Since the beginning we wanted the rewind to be a tool that the player can use when he wants, where he wants. It won't be scripted rewind sequence, for example. On a technical point of view, you have to record all the different things that happens in the scene.
Since you can rewind time, you can basically be at any part of the scene at any moment you like. Designing puzzles with the rewind was very, very hard. When you think it's done, you think you've seen everything about it, you think the situation is in place and is going to be working well. There's always this tiny little thing that's fucking it up.
Those elements are not really deterministic, so when you rewind, you're not sure that you will be able to restore the particle system in the same state.
Seriously, do not forget I need those papers before tonight. Like now. Thanks, Sherry.
And this is the dormitories. This is also something that was interesting for us, is to talk about dorm life. We wanted to use this setting because we can really talk about social issues, like the girls have their room. Do you really like the people who live next to you? How the relationship are working inside the dormitories? Like right now, it's interesting if you have different music that can come from the different rooms. It's a really interesting setting to set up a lot of characters easily.
Here the idea is really to again have this believable universe of the students. We have to focus on what we want to tell and what we want to develop.
In each episode, Alyssa is getting hit or in danger by something, and you can decide or not to use the rewind power to warn her and to actually to get her out of trouble.
And again, I think it's links to also the Kate story and this kind of stuff. It's not just here to have fun. It's also to talk about those difficulties you can have when you could be someone like Alyssa and having this kind of problems.
And it's always a way to find the little details and little elements that will bring more to the characters, how we are defining them, without sometimes telling too much.
So this is the same actress as Chloe.
Yeah,
the two main actresses who are playing Max and Chloe did also the other students, and so there is some of Chloe inside each one of them. You can see Max and Chloe here. The body animation is done in motion capture on this project. We've done a lot of shooting in motion capture with French companies. The two main, so Max and Chloe, like for the voice actor, in fact, they are always played by the same actress, Serena and Gabrielle. So all the body language and the body animation you will see in the game are done by them. And so in each scene we work we discuss about the scene with them, and they add some. Both of them, they have given something to the character, even for Max, because Serena was a bit shy at the beginning of the project, and at the end of the project, she was different, and we can see the evolution of Max inside her acting. So,
Who did you tell?
The principal. But he didn't seem to believe me.
The principal? Are you still 12? That drunk jackass only cares about cash for Blackwell Academy. Don't trust him.
I didn't mention you at all.
this is the first time we will really see the Max universe by discovering a room. So let's go inside.
It was a really important scene for us because you're playing as Max in the game, so you already start to know some about her with what happened before in episode 1. But when you enter her room, it's really her universe. It's everything in this room should describe her, who she is, why she is like this, and speak a bit more about her past.
There's quite a lot in this room, in fact, compared to the... Because we tried, I think, episode after episode also to focus on different things, and we can't put too many objects in a room.
If you want to play a character for 5 episodes, you need to invest in this character, and all those kind of details and were really important to make a connection between the player and Max, to learn a bit more about what she experienced before, and maybe also why she is how she is right now. Something we really wanted to have with Max's room is also to have a great contrast between Max and Chloe. So it was really important to have those two characters. Max and Chloe are really different. They are quite opposite at the beginning of the story. So we wanted that her personality and also her universe, her rooms reflect that. And we took for Max this sort of softer colors. We have the pink in, I think our bed cover is really soft. You have the small cushions with the flowers, the teddy bear.
We've got a lot of different environments in the game, but we wanted really to be able to revisit the environments and to have other scenes taking place in the same environments, but telling different stories and telling different sequences. So, for example, in this room, when you go back here in the house, in the alternate reality, we will find an empty room of an empty Chloe room, and you have been here so many times before the episode 4 with Chloe, having fun with Chloe, listening to music. Going back here without anything, you will directly see what you've lost and what this another reality means for Chloe and for you.
Max, try to find the light for the pool. I want to see the sharks.
Otters don't like sharks. They bite.
So do I. Hit that light.
We've done the same with the swimming pool, for example. We've got a great scene in the swimming pool between Max and Chloe when they are alone during the night, and after you got this huge vortex party, which is a really different atmosphere. So this is kind of...
On the production point of view, it's basically a brand new environment, but it's still in the same place and with a lot of similarities. So it's really important to show. It was important for us to show the changes that Max can create with her power and the changes to the characters and to the world.